All right, thank you for tuning in to another event of the midday market pulse scan with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com. So we're experiencing a Black Monday based on global pandemic fears. The Dow Jones Industrial Average on the future side of things is down over 1,000 points. This here is the weekly chart right here. My cursor is, all right. And then we have the daily chart right here. This is the daily chart. And then we have the 4-hour chart here and the 1-hour chart here. Now, you can see that we do have this huge gap that it's going to have to be filled at some point. The question is, where is the bottom going to be found? And are we going to have another bar like this leg down tomorrow and continue to do so until there is some type of a resolution to said fears? That's the question. That's the $1,000,000 question. And no one seems to know the answer to that question. So, in our pre-market pulse scan video, we talked about, market conditions and what we were expecting, all that good stuff, yada yada. And the markets have moved more to the downside. The signals that I gave you for the negative 2-bar Charlies they have played out, and so that's pretty much done as far as in the commodity grains. That's a done deal. Your gold miners, your GDXJ is up over $1 right now, and that's looking to close like that. And the big question is, what's going to happen in these futures? What's going to happen in the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, and the Russell? Well, if you recall, I gave you some guidance a few days back showing you this chart right here. This is the most important chart when we're talking about the U.S. stock indexes, because some things are joined at the hip. This here is your euro yen. Most people are not going to talk about this because they don't understand or even know about the relationship between the two. But this euro yen is going to mimic what's happening in the stock market, and at times it tends to be a leading indicator. Now, here on this weekly chart, this market topped out several weeks ago and has since come all the way down and then temporarily bottomed out, right? Here's your daily. This is what happened last week, how it just rallied out. Now it's coming back down again. So the euro yen is letting us know that the slide could be rather substantial. Here's your first bar here. The first drop was a Lulu. And that's what happened. That's what's happening with your Dow right now. So we can expect a few more weeks like this and another bar similar to that bar. So we're looking at a possible 3,000 point correction coming in the Dow. That's right, a possible 3,000 point correction coming in the Dow. All right, so it is what it is, folks. You got your marching orders Sunday. I told you what was going on. You had your crash alerts that were warning you to the various markets that were poised to pull back today. And you got your rally alerts for those markets that were poised to rally and break out today. Well, pulse waves are killing it on the stock index futures. Take a look at your NASDAQ 100. Here you can see where this market is topped out. It topped out at 97.63. It has since come off 700 points, folks. 700 points off the high already in the NASDAQ 100. Look at that. The top is now in on the stock market. This is a pretty powerful thing and hard to come back from. Not saying it can't happen, because it has happened a few times in history past. But the question is, where is this thing at the bottom? And you have this massive pointer that was done right here on the 1-hour chart. Now, I know 1-hour charts and 4-hour charts are not to be used as post-inflection point mechanisms in and of themselves, but it just goes to show you what's happening with a real-time view in the marketplace. So this has gone pretty much straight down, all right, since the opening bell, testing and took out the overnight lows and continued to drop. The question will be, will the current lows hold? Will 27,887 hold as support in this Dow, and then we see an afternoon rally? There is every earmark available to make that happen. The question is, are we going to see it? It's tough to say. If you have the PulseWave price triggers, you're popping your way through this. You're moving your stops, you're trailing your open positions. So only thing I can tell you is you're going to want to definitely pop your way through it. Don't try to overthink it or second guess. Just trade what you see. That's all you can do. All right. So with that being said, we got new lows that were just put in the Dow and SP and NASDAQ and the Russell, and we can expect more of the same. Now, just remember, don't get greedy. At some point, the markets will need to fill in these gaps and recover. We had a situation like this not long ago, right here. Then the market recovered and hit a new high. Could it do the same thing again? Absolutely. Don't forget, tomorrow's Turnaround Tuesday. All right, we just came off of a Take Back Friday, and now we are hit with a Black Monday. The only thing left is a Turnaround Tuesday. Are we going to get one or more of the same? I'm thinking that the market is trying to find a bottom here. It wants to bottom. It wants to do so right around here. All right. So let's watch it. Let's see if we get some cues here. Let's see if the market will rally into the close like I think that it most likely will, but there's also a chance it could crash more into the close. Fear is a real thing, and we're talking about a global pandemic. All right, I don't know why they keep liking it to the flu virus. They want to make coronavirus synonymous with the flu virus. It's not a flu. The last time I checked, a flu doesn't shut down your internal organs. The side effects that they have been describing, it almost like this this thing acts like it's a cancer. Some of the reports have come back of what people are going through. You know, they want to say, well, it's sometimes like pneumonia, but no, it's not. It's almost akin to lung cancer, and it's shutting down certain organs, like you would have happen with a cancerous invasion of the body. So this thing has nothing to do with the flu. All right, the majority of people who get the flu overcome the flu within a couple of weeks. All right, this is not the flu. All right, the flu does not shut down your internal organs. The flu does not give you brain damage or stop your heart or tear up your kidneys and liver. All right, that's not a flu. That is a weaponized virus strain that was launched upon the Chinese people. The question is, did it really come from the Wuhan lab? And if it did, was it placed there by Chinese authorities or some other authorities? It is not lost on people that this is happening on the back of stalling U.S.-China trade relations. All right, and then all of a sudden now this virus is here. It's like killing two birds in one stone. The Chinese authorities had these riots on their hands. They couldn't stop it. Come out with this flu pandemic. Now it's stopped. You don't hear no more about protests. You don't hear no more about marches for democracy. None of that stuff. All you hear about is people being sick and dying and them building more hospitals for the bodies. So I know people aren't that stupid. People can't be that dumb to think that this is just happenstance or just some type of, coincidence. No such thing as coincidences. All right, so this is real, folks. People have been reportedly dying all over the world, and this is extremely suspicious. It don't feel right. It don't look right. On the other hand, another argument can be made that perhaps what is being reported also is not the truth, and that this is no worse than something else, and it's being blown out of proportion to scare people into submission to whatever the powers that be want to roll out. So you can't discount that either. All right, just want to give you a little snapshot of what's going on. I'll be back this evening with the end of day report. All right, so remember PulseWaveTrading.com. Right now we're running a super special on the PulseWave reports, the daily reports. You can start off for as low as $69 a month, which is a steal. And you'll be put in a position where you can capitalize on days like today. Learn how to short the markets for profit. Learn how to make money when the market's going up or going down, not just when it's going up. We put the power of the pulse wave price triggers in your hands. And remember, at the end of the day, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.